good evening, morning, day, or night, wherever it is you are, to all the wonderful people of the internets, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. My name is J-Man, and this is Miners Love Games, and let me be the first to say that it is good to be back. Now, this channel's been inactive for quite a while, since July of last year to be exact, and, well, as I've explained in my last stream, I was going away. And while I've been back since October, I haven't really had the time available to me to be able to stream, as I was focusing on trying to find a job, which I did. But now I'm back searching again as it was a temporary job. But suffice to say, I am back and better than I ever was before, and those 3 months away did me a lot of good. I am coming to you live from my brand new upgraded PC. Almost all the parts here have been refitted. I have a 3070, a new processor, new power source, new RAM, all for the sake of being able to play Elden. I love the Soulsborne franchise, and I've been looking forward to this game ever since it was announced. My computer was having issues, so I just went ahead and upgraded the whole thing. And I've been playing around with it in my spare time. I haven't even made it out of Limgrave. This game is massive, and I'm going to be sinking hours into this, and I've been waiting to have an opportunity to stream it for you all, so that I can really sink my fangs into this game. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Now, one of the things is that I have a little small off-screen character for me, but I went in and I made a few presets because, like Dark Souls 3, this game lets you save the presets you have. But, without further ado, let's jump right in. Boing! Now, much like previous Dark Souls games and Soulsborne in general, the character creation is very familiar to those who are veterans. You have the like, to give you an idea, so you have the Vagabond, the Warrior, the Hero, the Bandit, the Astrologer, the Prophet, Samurai, the Prisoner, the Confessor, and the Wretch. I'm going to be going with Confessor for my playthrough, as I've always kind of done a strength build primarily in the past, but I'm going to be going with Confessor for my first playthrough, and but I'm also experimenting with Bandit. Now the classes in Soulsborne games don't really matter too much. You can, given enough time and enough levels, spec into just about anything. But for newer players, I definitely recommend the Vagabond. Starts with a long sword, a halberd, and the most vigor, which is health, out of any of the other classes. And with the armor and the shield, it allows you to make a little more mistakes and learn the game without getting punished too harshly. Those of you looking to go straight into like dexterity weapons or dual wielding and like fast weapons like that, the Warrior is your best bet. Those who want to go right into strength and focus on nothing else, the Hero is the ideal thing. Those who are more interested in like plinking things from afar with arrows and getting backstabs or parries in, the Bandit is your best bet for that. Their arcane ability lets you discover items at an increased rate. The Astrologer and the Prophet are primarily magic-based classes that are like primarily focused exclusively on casting. Prophet with the focusing on faith, while Astrologer focuses on intelligence. Samurai is also another strong contender for beginners. It's kind of got a jack of all trades, very strong in all the stats for the most part. So that's not a bad one either. Prisoner and Confessor are to Astrologer and Prophet. The Prisoner is kind of a is a primarily martial-focused magic caster who can supplement their melee with magic, intelligence-based mostly, and Confessor is the same but with faith. They're both pretty much also very good strong points for those new beginners, as it gives you a little bit of magic to play with, but also not too much of a detriment by going straight caster would. And then the Wretch is kind of like the hardcore experience. You start at level 1 with 10 in everything, and with only a club to their name. Now, while that may seem stupid at first, there is actually a benefit to this, as starting at level 1, you can start speccing into anything immediately without too much of a cost. Whereas with the other classes, if you want to go into something else, you're going to have to divert more runes and more levels towards it. While with a Wretch, you can get those first few levels out of the way immediately and, well, get something into like the 20s if you wanted by the time you're level 20 or level 10. But for this instance, I'm going to be going with the Confessor. Type A. Type A or Type B are your body types. You have your age, your name, origin, Confessor, a knight exiled from their homeland to wander, a solid, armor-clad origin, a nomad warrior who fights wielding 2 blades at once, an origin of exceptional technique, a stalwart hero at home with a battle axe, descended from a Badlands chieftain, a dangerous bandit who strikes for weak points, a scholar who read fate in the stars, a seer ostracized for inauspicious prophecies, a capable fighter from the distant land of reeds, a prisoner bound in an iron mask, studied in glintstone sorcery, having lived among the elite prior to sentencing. This is Griffith from Berserk. A church spy adept at covert operations, a poor, purposeless sod naked as the day they were born. I already have something in mind. A 10-foot warrior. The most common face among the Tarnished. The face of an austere pilgrim, a regal face found among those who claim noble blood in the lands between. Face found among a proud and seclusive tribe of folk well-versed in ancient legend and heresies alike, a face found among the hardy people of the unforgiving north. The fate of one who wanders the seas in search of their home in the lands between, a face from the faraway, isolated land of reeds. The stony face of the people of the ancient dragons, among whom life is typically short. The features of those known as night folk. Few in number, they were said to bleed silver long ago. The face of the Newman, supposed descendants of denizens of another world. Long lived but seldom born. I already have a character picked out, but if you are getting into the game, I encourage you to experiment and play around with the character creator. As you can see, I've already come up with some really interesting designs already. I'm going with this one. And mature voice. Yep. Alright. And as for keepsakes, the Crimson Amber Medallion, is a decent choice, but increases maximum HP. Used to gain many runes. Golden Seed. A Golden Seed reinforces your number of flasks you have, which gives you an extra one from the early game. Fanged Dent Bashes isn't bad either. It lets you... Cracked Pot, no. Stone Sword Key, 2 stone keys shaped like swords, breaks the seal on imp statues. These are hard to find, but they basically break the fog wall in certain areas that you can access. I haven't played with any of these outside of the Golden Seed or the Stone Sword Key. For new beginners, I definitely recommend starting with the Golden Seed, but I'm going to go with the Stone Sword Key just for the sake of getting that first unlockable area done. If so, that's out of the way. You can find golden seeds later on in the game without being punished too much. But that's that. And as for our character's name, I'm gonna go with... Will this work? I know. Type. Type the Rusted. An old surly... Typh the Rusted or Father Typh, considering he's a confessor. No, I kind of like this one. Typh the Rusted. An old surly man of the... church. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye Tarnished. Ye dead who yet live, the call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Oralu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A Tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
I love it. Like, you can already feel the influence of like George R.R. Martin in this already, as he did a lot of the world building, and I love the world building Martin does for his stories. And if you'll excuse me, I will be right back, as I have been called away. And I'm back. Spirit Spring ahead. Alright. Sorry about that. Message system going strong already. Yep. Though the path be broken and uncertain, claim your place as the Elden Lord. Tarnished wizened finger. With the equipment menu, you can equip armaments, arrows, bolts, armor, talismans, and items. You can equip up to 3 armaments each to your left and right hands. The actions each armament performs will vary based on which hand is wielding it. Yeah, this game brings back like power stancing from the from Dark Souls 2. Black hood for blending in with the darkness, worn by church confessors. The churches outside the lands between, dedicated to the teachings of the two fingers, send confessors out to follow the guidance of grace. The confessors are loyal servants to the two fingers, ready to hunt down and quietly dispose of their enemies. Black leather armor for blending in with the darkness. Whoops. Black leather gloves. Those are really cool. Yep. Says it all. A straight sword with a wide blade suited for slashing attacks. I've used this thing in every single Souls game. A sacred seal bestowed by finger maidens, which serves as a catalyst for casting sacred incantations. Incantations must be memorized first at a site of grace, and a sacred seal must be equipped to cast them. A medium-sized metal shield. With the inventory menu, you can browse the items you're carrying, drop them on the ground, or throw them away. You can also use tools from the inventory menu. A finger of corpse wax. Blech. So emaciated the bone is visible. It is a relic of those who came before, left to help those who would come after. The memory of first grace, which once guided bygone Tarnished to the lands between. It is merely a cycle. Stand before the Elden Ring. Become the Elden Lord. So I know there's multiple endings, and good luck. Much like Soulsborne games before, the most straightforward ending is becoming the Elden Lord, so we might wind up with that, but who knows? Perhaps Typh here will go off the beaten path and carve his own. Who knows? Try rolling. I was going to try and play this try right. No. I was going to try and... Oh! Wait, what? Door is locked. I was going to try and play this with gamepad, but unfortunately it won't properly read the controller for some reason, and I've heard that's a problem a lot of folks on with this game have. So we're just doing an old mouse and keyboard, which thankfully is a lot better in here compared to previous Souls games. Yep, and we have 2 incantations, Urgent Heal and Assassin's Approach. Urgent Heal, minor healing. Assassin's Approach, I believe, helps you with remaining hidden, but also minimizes falling damage. And I have indeed been through this starting section, so I know what's coming. And from what I've seen, you can, in fact, kill the, this thing if you know what you're doing. Could this be a tree? Hi, Fluttershy. No. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Didn't expect Tarnished. You can, in fact, kill this thing if you know what you're doing, and you get a nifty little, reward, but we're probably not going to see it. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. Combos. Yeah, there it is.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
I got rocked. Oh, Gonna get to there somehow. Now, funny enough, a lot of people go right past the tutorial. The Cave of Knowledge lies below. Time for down. Brave Tarnished, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. And this should minimize fall damage. Yep. And it actually deafens your, praise the skeleton. It actually deafens your footsteps. Resting at a site of grace will restore your HP, FP, and cleanse any status ailments. It will also refill your sacred flasks. However, most of the enemies you defeated will be revived. You can find sites of grace by going where light converges. These explanations are acquired in the form of info items and can be accessed from the inventory at any time. Touch grace. With this menu, you can place items that you are carrying into the chest for storage or take stored items out of the chest. If you are already carrying the maximum number of items when you pick up a new item, it will be stored in the chest automatically. Give me 1 minute, I will be right back. I got called away again. I have returned. And so satisfying. This is if you have the kind of stuff that like the astrologer does. Now I'm going with the good old sword and board. Guarding. Use an armament in your left hand or both hands to guard against incoming attacks. Especially when done with a shield. Your stance will be broken. Right. Dodging. You can avoid enemy attacks. This is actually really important to know. The backstep is especially interesting because you can do a quick little follow-up attack. Jumping is a brand new mechanic in the Elden Ring, and it's very much appreciated. Dashing. Each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments, allowing you to toggle between them. Armaments can also be two-handed, making attacks more difficult to repel with shields and boosting effective strength by 50%. Yeah. Praise the pickle. Try luring out. Even if you aren't too worried about parrying, it's always good to know. If you have a bow and arrow, it'll give you a little tutorial here. Skills, yep. Each armament has special abilities called skills. This is a carryover from Dark Souls 3. Skills are highly varied and range from powerful attacks to temporary effects. You can switch them out in Elden Ring. And this one is... Well, you saw what it was. Sneaking, 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 sneaking. Stance breaking. Some attacks may break an enemy's stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. Charge attacks and jump attacks make it particularly easy to break an enemy's stance. Yeah, okay. That wasn't a stance break, that was a counterattack, but same principle. Stakes America. You can just being near these can revive you, so it makes the run back to certain areas or bosses less painful. Compared to the Gauntlet, you don't have to get back to the Souls bosses. Soldier of God. You can perform a counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy attack. Guard counters make it easy to break an enemy's stance. It's shocking how many dead bodies there are in here. Oh, that explains it. Good luck, hero. Strength. I know what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be an old one, but it's an oldie but a goldie. Don't give up, skeleton. This is one of the blocked off areas I was talking about. Touch grass. Now, what you don't want to do is immediately go in here. But I just like having this out of the way now so that I don't kick myself in the face later on. But, yeah, immediately everything about this should tell you you're not supposed to be here. As a matter of fact. Damn it. Yeah, you are not supposed to come through here yet at this early of a level. I found that out the hard way in one of my early tests, but seek. Damn it, there should... Where? Seek skill. And then... Where? And then do it. Seek skill and then do it. Use Tarnished's furled finger to write a gold summon sign. Cooperative multiplayer will begin once you have been summoned by a player from another world. You will take the role of an ally, and your objective is to defeat the area boss. I have not done cooperative stuff yet. I probably will in due time, but I just haven't found anything. Finger sever. Tarnishes furled finger. I am good at the talking. A sacred flask modeled after a golden holy chalice that was once graced by a tear of blessing. Filled with crimson tears, this flask restores HP with use. Rest at a site of grace to replenish. The one washed up on the gravesite was sure to die, until this flask offered its gift of rejuvenation to seek the Elden Ring. This phantom blade severs the link formed by a furled finger, but the Maidens scorn those who abuse its use. A finger of corpse wax, furled like a hook. It is a relic of those who came before, left to help those who would come after. Yeah, that seems about right. That guy over there, you do not want to fight him right out the gate. Or this guy, for that matter. Grace exists to guide the Tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of grace retain that power. Their golden rays will guide you along your way. Use your map to check your current position as well as the terrain and surrounding structures. You can update your map with new information by finding map fragments and stels along the road. You can also use your map to freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks as you explore. For example, with the map menu, you can check your current position in terrain and buildings in the surrounding area. You can also freely place beacon of lights to serve as landmarks as you explore. Lastly, through your map, you can select any site of grace that you've discovered and travel there instantaneously. However, there are some dungeons and other areas where this cannot be done. Stranded Graveyard. The first step.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you, Tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a Tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you, Tarnished, to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave. Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly, to Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted. It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you, if you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are. It's time you to Castle. If you
Now, right out the gate, you can immediately, go wherever you want. But it is I highly recommend that before you do any of, the dungeons here or there, that you, instead, just do, the first tutorial things, or, finish the tutorial areas so that you gain access to Torrent and the ability to level up with, Melina. Hello, goat. Howdy, roll! As otherwise, you're not going to have any way to spend your runes, and you risk losing all of them. But don't listen to me. Church of Ella. Through your map, you can instantly travel to any sites of grace that you have discovered.
You're tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only Tarnished like yourself who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer. You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all. You know, you should buy a crafting essential. The kit costs a bundle.
This is basically, there is like a rudimentary crafting system in the game.
The important thing is that you
is
survive.
really helpful.
Every customer
You don't have
counts,
to use it, you can go the entire
after
game
all.
without using it, but it does help save a couple, it does help save a penny or two on, stuff if you do buy it. You can spend runes to purchase various items. Selling, I don't recommend selling if you have a surplus of stuff. For now, we're gonna get the and the torch.
I'm glad you took my warning to heart. You've made an excellent choice.
If you have a crafting kit, you can make various items from materials that you find. Select item crafting from the main menu to make items. You can learn to craft more items by finding cookbooks. You will need cracked pots or other containers to craft certain items. You will not be able to make more of those items when you can have containers. Container items will run out with these, but containers themselves will remain. So, basically it means that you have a select amount of, like, these throwable items you can use, but you do get the containers back, I believe, if you use them. So, yeah. These are your fire bombs, your, you know, those whole, and things like that. And this is how you strengthen your stuff. At a smithing table, you can spend runes in smithing. Somewhere in the layers between you may meet a blacksmith who can make your armaments even stronger. Smithing stone. Strengthen armament. I'm going to hold off on this for now. You can strengthen your armaments up to +3 at a smithing table. To get beyond that, you're going to have to find someone else. I don't know how far up the game goes. I don't know if it goes up to +10 like it does in Soulsborne, or if it goes higher. I can already tell I'm going to lose hours in this game. There's actually about, like, 2 dungeons you can do right now before you even get to the tutorial thing. But the downside is that in every corner of the lands between you will find fruits and flowers, mushrooms and butterflies, and various other useful materials. These materials can be used for crafting. Okay. In a lot of the items that you can access in these 2 dungeons, I believe, are only really useful after you get Torrent and everything. But, I mean, we're right here, and they are perfectly doable at our level. It's just not recommended. This instrument has never stopped me. Guide and gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. That way. Trina's Lily. I don't really want to kill the, I don't really want to kill the wildlife. It's so friendly. A dusky yellow flower that has started to fade to brown. Said to be fed by leaves that fell from the Erd tree in days of antiquity. A symbol of faith in Saint Trina, dulls the senses, preventing agitation. A light purple water lily that is on the verge of wilting. Exceedingly rare to find. Smithing stones is found throughout the lands. Clean and mining galleries built to excavate it can be found anywhere. The Two Fingers has high hopes for Tarnished, that even if they should be wounded, even should they fall, they will continue to fight for their duty. Who once served as the assassins of the Round Table Hold. Completely silences the footsteps of the caster, additionally reduces fall damage and the sound produced by falling. This sorcery can be cast while in motion or crouching. The assassins... Wow! The assassins were charged with eliminating Tarnished who had strayed from guidance. Wide variety of uses. Mushroom. Thrives in damp thickets and elsewhere. Its thick, spongy flesh makes it a key component in throwing pots. Use Furl Calling Finger Remedy to reveal summon signs of players from other worlds. Ah, so you have to actively search for them. Alright. This is a poor idea. This is a poor idea. A proper death means returning to the Erd tree. Have patience until the time comes and the roots call to you. And here is where we encounter one of the more annoying enemies in the game so far. The gargoyles. Or the imps. These are also called imps. I think they use the same attack animation as like those little gremlin looking guys from Dark Souls 3. Getting through this easily is probably because I'm at level 10 with the Confessor. Roots of the Great Tree. Can also be found near trees on the surface. Material used in crafting items. The roots of the Great Tree were once linked to those of the Erd Tree, or so they say. And it is for this reason that catacombs are built around Great Tree roots. Ooh, this guy walked right into it. white flower that blooms in catacombs, each a soundless spell used to summon spirits. The art of strengthening ashes is known as spirit tuning. Only a spirit tuner may perform this deed. In each area you may find effigies of martyrs. These effigies are summoning pools. You'll find it easy to summon other players at these locations as co-op and hostile summoning signs created with small effigies gather at summoning pools. Lever ahead. Be wary of bird's eye telescope. Small golden effigy. It's in cooperative multiplayer. Multiplayer begins when you summon ruined fragment that has undergone some simple processing, craftable of item. Stones such as these shine with the colors of the rainbow, making them useful markers when placed on the ground. Can also be dropped to gauge the distance of a fall. The higher the pitch of the sound, the higher the likelihood of the fall being fatal. Once used to entertain children on the fringes of the lands between. Humans are unable to digest roa fruit, but Torrent seems to have a taste for it. Something I immediately found going through this dungeon as the bandit compared to the confessor is that with their higher arcane, it meant that these guys dropped like their axes much more often. Enemies drop their stuff much more often in with the higher arcane you have. Come on down. Grave life. Blooms in graveyards. The hue of ghost flame is believed to be useful in calling forth spirits. Hello! Emits a voice that says hello. Twisted clay sculpt in the shape of a human head. Emits a voice that says hello. A wistful fetish that imparts voices and words on an eternal journey. Does it do the same sound as the one from... No, it does not. can't believe I survived that. An eternally burning butterfly found near wildfires and elsewhere. Material used for crafting items serves as the kindling for a number of items. You use vapor like to fire pots, I believe. I love this outfit. Summoning spirits. With a spirit calling bell, you can use ashes to summon various spirits. Summoning typically consumes FP. You can only summon one type of spirit at a time. You cannot summon spirits during multiplayer. Funny. The spirits of nobles who, after death, now wander the lands between. Surely they were in search of something once, but whatever it was has long been forgotten. At the side of grace. Here's where the fun begins. I hate this thing. God, its movements, this thing is uncanny valley incarnate. sorcerer ashes. Spirit of a nobleman who once asked to be given a place at Rhea Nukaria to learn glintstone sorceries. His talents were insufficient to be worthy of donning the stone crown, however, and he is only capable of using the most rudimentary sorcery. Jesus. Like I said, I've never made it out of Limgrave. Not anything beyond like the castle gates where you meet Melina. Anything beyond that is a mystery. I feel awful killing these things. I plead self-defense. I'm sorry. I know not what these things are, but I must stab them. Don't get anything from them. Turtle! Turtle! Hi! Hi! Ew, you shit. Hi! Turtle! Behold, dog. Could this be a dog? Hi! Hi! I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, you are a cool turtle! 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 I can't ride the turtle. Let me sit on the turtle, damn it! ability to neutralize poisons. Gold-tinged excrement. Someone's excrement is a highly stable substance. It doesn't dry out, nor does it lose its customary warmth or scent. For better or for worse, it remains as it is. I'm sorry, I need your bones.
Wait, weren't you... Well, you're back. Care to buy something? There are others of my people who yet survive in these lands. If the mood takes you when you meet one, then offer them some trade, won't you? My people, wanderers all have long been spurned by the grace of gold, which is why we cannot settle, but instead are forced into this pitiful, unceasing journey. But thanks to that, things are not so different for us now, though the Elden Ring is shattered. I think this makes us kindred spirits of sorts. Your people, the Tarnished, and mine. Perhaps you don't need to hear this, but see that no harm comes to my kin. We have a saying, we wanderers. Lament not your solitude. Expect no sympathy, no regard, nothing. But if anyone dares harm us, show them no mercy. That is our code, so to speak. Just the way we are, deeply unforgiving.
A record of crafting techniques left by a man who, unable to become a finger maiden, instead became a missionary, and went forth to spread holy teachings. Holy water pot. A record of crafting techniques left by roaming nomad warriors. I'm gonna grab this one, and a note sold by contains information about a flask of wondrous physic, containing information about waypoint ruins. Further details are available only to paying customers. And I'll look over those after we get torrent. The materials of magic seal have been deployed for effects when the pot is thrown. Mends it. Oh, this empty pot somehow mends itself when broken.
Goodbye. Nice to do business.
Strengthened from known actions. Even after death cannot be strengthened by merely corporeal bloodborne. Yes, that is a dog. damn it. Ah! I want to see what it says. Ah! Still no Elden Ring. God, that's beautiful. Okay, time to be sneaky. Oh, I love how the texture changes with the rain. Roadside cave. I misjudged that. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. You will drop any runes in your possession at the site of your dead. If you die again, before reclaiming those runes, they will be lost forever. crackpot. Which is different from a crack pipe. Faint light from the location in this place. And it lacks the diverse colors of rainbow stones. May serve some benefit in dark places, or at night. Yes. Untouched. Silver light is considered to invite riches. Beastman of Faron Mazuma. most difficult enemy, but he can catch you hard. That will never not be satisfying. Big bug. Teardrop scales are both crimson and cerulean teardrop scales. Defeat them and replenish the flask at natural time. However, you cannot replenish more flasks than your maximum amount allows. Well, that helped. I know actually, I want my character to just... Let's see here. Because I know what's coming. And I want my... Let's see it in, like, full... Yeah!
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
She's so cute.
I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
So the interesting thing here is I don't know what happens if you refuse. I assume that's only if you want to do like a super mega hardcore run. And I don't really see any downsides to taking her with me. Plus she's really cute, so accept.
Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring. Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect. Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
So the level up screen is one of the most like important things in an Elden Ring and the Soulsborne games as a whole. You got your vigor, your mind, which relates how much I assume how much like magic you have access to, endurance, which is stamina and your carry weight, strength, which is good for like the heavy hitting weapons, dexterity for faster weapons, intelligence is for the arcane, faith, we have plenty of that, and arcane is like the item discovery chance. Now, I plan on going into dexterity as dexterity helps you with it helps you with casting your spells faster, which would be nice. But I'm not against going into strength either. One of my favorite runs in Dark Souls 3 was a strength faith build, which was so much fun. But for now, I think we're going to put the point into, we're gonna put, for now, lower points into vigor, and then start moving into like strength or dexterity. Oh, interesting. And that... We'll put 2 points into Vigor for now, and then focus more on the other things as they approach. Thank you, my lady. With the Memorize Spells menu, you can memorize sorceries and incantations. You can... Oh! Oh, okay. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries or a sacred seal equipped to cast incantations. Casting sorceries and incantations consumes FP. Your memory slots determine the number of sorceries and incantations you can memorize. You can increase your memory slots by obtaining a memory stamp. So memory slots are no longer tied to how many points you have into your... Interesting. Because it used to be like in Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1, the more points you had into the the more slots you unlocked. That's interesting. Thank you, my lady. And you can summon it again, but it will cost 1 Flask of Crimson Tears to do so. You can dismount by using the whistle again, or by pressing X. From pouch in the main menu, you can equip 6 items to your pouches. 4 of these items can be used without opening the main menu. That is incredibly useful. Put you there, and that's it. Time to be sneaking like a boss. Soldier Greaves, nice. Is it? And one of the reasons why I say you should do this area first is because it gives you access to like a couple of weapons that you can start speccing into immediately if you wish. If your discovery rate is incredibly high, like if you're playing the Bandit, you can also get like the armor, Captain Guard armor, or the Godric Knight armor, or even the Lord Sworn longsword, too. That guy with the bugle I need to kill next, otherwise he'll alert the whole camp. Those bats are more active at nighttime. Lord Sword Straight Sword, nice. Okay. A new map has been found, Limgrave West. And because you found the map for West of Limgrave, a whole section of the map opens up for you. Look at this. Look how much there is to explore. And this is not even the last of it. There is a whole lot more to discover. Bruh. I'm gonna lose hours in this game. It has a higher critical thing. Though blackened and damaged by years of use, it appears to have otherwise been kept in a serviceable condition, despite the soldiers having long since lost their minds. I'm gonna stick with this for now. But damn if that isn't tempting. One straight sword. Very nice. Let's give it a shot. Backstab could be useful. What the flail? I'm going back to that for now. I need 16 strength for 18 dex to use this. Both of those are pretty hefty investments. I tried out the flail. It's not bad, but the bleed build-up, yeah. I'm gonna stick with this for now. Stealth ahead. 2 things out of that. Nice. Could have been a little cleaner. I need to get this one away. Let's go that way. Smooth as ice. Clear out this camp first. And I got a war pick too. A simple but highly effective weapon. A weighty, piercing attack. Damn it. Casually rips through metal armor. And effective in kick. Pickaxe designed for combat, in essence. Interesting. Ooh, that has some weight behind it. I kind of like the faster follow-up with the swords. Something that gives me a little extra distance or a little more reaction time. Bugger. Alright, cleared out. Very nice. With a whetstone knife, you can use Ashes of War to grant your armaments new skills at Sights of Grace. An armament can only have one skill. Any skill it previously had will be removed. An armament's type determines what skills it can have. Some special armaments have unique skills and cannot be granted new ones. Grant affinities to your armaments at sites of grace. This way you can alter an armament's attack affinity, boost attribute scaling, and more. An armament's type determines what affinities it can have. Some special armaments, like those with unique skills, cannot be granted new affinities. Interesting. I haven't tried these out. I really like the one I have with the broadsword right now, but I definitely would be interested in trying out some others. Now, what do I want to do? Also boosts attack power and dexterity skill. Armaments reduces casting time of spells, softens fall damage, and makes it hard to be knocked off your horse. And affects your physical defense. I might wind up going with like a quality build or something, but right now I'm gonna start putting points into dexterity. Or do I? Yeah, I'm gonna put a point into that now. Start working my way towards that. With the Ashes of War menu, you can use Ashes of War to grant skills and affinities to your armaments at sites of grace. Will be lost. You can alter an armament's attack affinity, boost attribute scaling, and more. An armament's type determines what skills and affinities it can have. Some special armaments, right. It scales more. not bad. It leaves you open a whole lot more, though. I'm gonna go with this for now. And that way is the way you need to go, but I really want to look elsewhere, too. And it's actually encouraged that you look around, more, before going through that gate. It's encouraged. And now that I have Torrent, now I can really go back and give that knight what for. I need you. Getting a little bit of stuttering here and there, but for the most part the game runs fairly solid.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Earth Tree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Also, I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard bearer, a demigod, who inherited a fragment of the shattered Elden Ring. If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden Ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring.
I swear I've heard her voice before. I think she voices Katarina, Sigmayr's daughter in Dark Souls 1 and the Pyromancer girl in 2. Could be mistaken, but I don't think I am.
Upon the demigod, if the raid and the Elden as an ally pray to face the... Shall I turn your rune? Let my hand share them with me.
Right. Let's give this a good old college try. Now the key is just... The key is just to keep as much distance from the enemy as well when he does his attacks. I jinxed it.
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word?
I know you, you're the other cute girl. The other waifu.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. Ah, as I had hoped. I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine.
It's so weird.
To do with as thou wishest.
Also the extra arms.
Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
You are the other realm, aren't you? I almost had that, but I choked at the last second. Okay. I wonder. I'm gonna give this a shot. Oh, what are you wearing? Oh my god. This boss is meant to be fun on horseback. I can do this. I can do this. I know I can. Weighty halberd, forged of gold, wielded by the Order of Tree Sentinels, heavily equipped knights. Deals holy damage, a masterfully crafted weapon that lives up to its heft, but is difficult for one of mere human strength to wield. I want to be able to dodge still is a thing. There is a weapon that I found in my travels that I really want to go towards. It's called the Epi, and it's kind of down south where I want to go anyway to try and find some of these other things. But I'm probably going to save that for the next stream because it's getting late over here and I'm going to try and do a little bit of more of this probably tomorrow or something. But, yeah. I want to thank you all for coming out either way. It's good to be back, and I hope you all enjoyed, if anyone did tune in for this at all. But, yeah, I think I'll be doing a little bit more of this tomorrow, a couple hours or something like that every day, or each day when I can. I need to pace myself a bit and all, but either way, it's good to be back. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, morning, day, or night, wherever it is you are, everyone. And until next time, my name has been J-Man, this has been Mindful Games, and you have all been awesome. I plan on spreading out my stuff across streams, so it's not just Elden Ring, but some other games as well, but until then, it's just good to be back. Looking forward to the future. Take care, everyone. Stay classy.